Hi everyone, this is the read aloud video for the Middle Colonies um, Revolutionary War Battles Part 1. This is just for the battles in New York State. This is just Part 1. If you're looking for Part 2, you got to find the other video that says Middle Colonies Battles in New Jersey and Pennsylvania Part 2. Middle Colonies Part 2. This is Middle Colonies Part 1, and we're starting here in New York. We're starting in Brooklyn, New York. At this time, Brooklyn was considered separate from New York City, but it's right near there. And this took place in Brooklyn, New York on August 27th, 1776. So we're a little into the war, over a year in now. And the Patriot forces were overwhelmed and easily defeated by the British in this battle. The colonists and the Patriots, they were there, and the British came in and really swooped in. This led to the British being able to take control of the New York City area, and they did so because they were able to cross over the East River north into what is now Manhattan, and eventually further north into what is now Harlem, where the Battle of Harlem Heights took place. And we're going to talk about that in just a moment. I think I'm going a little fast. I'm going to slow down. Here we have the Battle of Brooklyn. If you see that dot there on that sort of island-shaped figure, that is the Battle of Brooklyn, and that was on August 27, 1776. Just a few weeks later, just across that river there, a little north, a little east, into what's known as Harlem or Harlem Heights. It's the northern part of Manhattan, northern part of New York. September 16th, 1776 is when it went down, and the fighting at Harlem Heights wasn't a massive battle, but the Americans suffered 60 deaths while the British suffered about 100. So Americans did fare a little better. The Patriots, colonists, Americans, I know there's a lot of different terms. I should be more consistent. But this battle was important as it ended the trend of American troops to flee when faced by British soldiers. This time, the American troops held their ground and the British retreated. They were able to kind of hold their own here. We're seeing a shift. And unfortunately, it wasn't the same way for really the first 2 years there, a year and a half. Both sides rethought their plans, and attentions were diverted. So they were diverted because things kind of just ended neutrally in a way, because there was a great fire in New York City that happened on September 21st, 1776. You see here, they're very close to each other. Try your best to get the details there, where we have let's see if I can use the mouse point it there. Oh, sorry. Battle of Brooklyn is this dot here. Battle Harlem Heights is that dot there. First time using that. Hope it was helpful. Last but not least, we're actually moving out of that greater New York City area into what's known as upstate New York. So it's a part of New York State, but it's not that close to New York City. I'm going to show you on the map on the next slide. This happened September 19th, 1777 and October 7th, 1777. So about a year after or over a year after, actually, then the Battle of Brooklyn and the Battle of Harlem Heights. We have the Battle of Saratoga, which was actually two battles, the Battle of Freeman's Farm and the Battle of Bemis Heights. The Americans had issues with leadership as General Gates was arguing with General Arnold. The British continued to advance, but Gates led a successful defense, which later became an attack that led to British troops surrendering. This was considered a major turning point in the war, as Americans proved to themselves that they could beat the British in a significant battle here. So as I mentioned just a moment ago, we have the Battle of Saratoga. It is this dot here. Upstate New York. Actually not that far from the western part of Massachusetts. Interesting. All right. I hope you enjoyed this video. Once again, stop, go at your own pace, slow down, rewind. That's why this video is here. Well, you want to be getting this done. You want to be writing those descriptions on your map tracker, and you also want to be getting down those dots of the locations, okay? I really hope we can have a fun activity with this. I hope you enjoy it. Take care, and really use this video as a resource. This is here to help you in your life.